I wanted to share a customer story about, and this is very relevant to SaaS businesses. So I have a pro version of Evernote. It's something very central to the way we do work, and it's something I find extremely valuable. And it's actually pretty inexpensive. Maybe I've been grandfathered in. I'm paying $35 a year for the professional version. But one of the challenges, one of the specific challenges we've run into is that when I try to use the Evernote with my team members, there are some ownership issues that happen, and I want to basically own all the notes for myself because I'm the business owner, and so I've been looking at upgrade options for Evernote, and they have a premium version. They have the pro, they have the premium, but they when I communicated with their customer service or their forums, someone recommended that I consider getting the business plan, which is $15 per user per month, which is actually quite expensive compared to what I was paying on an annual basis. But the reason why I am hesitating, and this is relevant to all you SaaS businesses, the reason why I am hesitating is really not because of the cost involved in paying $15 a month. I'm fine with that, especially as an experiment for 1 year to see how it kind of solves our problems, because we have to figure out if this solves our problems. My bigger concern, and again, my bigger concern is what happens if at the end of the year I realize that I want to just go back to my pro plan, and what happens to the fact that I've upgraded, how difficult is it for me to downgrade? And I think it's a very specific question. It's a very important question for people who are looking at subscription options and want to go from one level to the next level. We always, as marketers, are focused on how do we nudge someone from level 2 to level 3 because we make more money with level 3, and I totally get the benefit of that. But what we miss is in our messaging is, hey, one of the apprehensions that someone would have who's on level 3, who's considering level 2, who's considering level 3 is what happens in the future if I decide to revert back? What repercussions would I have? And if you don't answer that question, I'm going to assume the worst case scenario. So in this case, I'm assuming that if I, after a year, decide that, hey, I don't want to go with this plan anymore, there'll be so much incompatibility with my previous version, which is the pro version, which I'm happy to pay for, that it would actually, maybe lots of notes would get lost, maybe there'd be some ownership conflict, and I just don't want to deal with that. And so therefore I'm not upgrading in the first place. So keep in mind when you are thinking of marketing tactics to get people to move up in your plan, that moving them up is not the only thing that they're thinking about. What they're also thinking about is what flexibility will they have in the future to easily move down. So think about that question.